Welcome to Healthier, Happier Hour. Oh my goodness. I felt like some kind of it was not Kierstenified. It's because I didn't do my dance. I was like, don't do the dance, Kiersten, hands down. I'm doing the dance. Welcome to Healthier, Happier Hour.
There she is.
Woo! We are so glad you're here. I'm Kiersten.
I'm Carli, and we are pumped because we're going to help you feel better, connect in your relationships, and enjoy your life while you're doing it. I am still laughing at you from the start.
Oh my goodness. It's a good time. It's part of our process. Be you fully and loud, or if you're quiet, whatever.
Whoever you are, just welcome. We're so glad that you're here.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, I need a drink after that.
Let's get into a cheers or tears.
Oh my word. Yeah. Cheers or tears. Okay. Where should we begin? Let's see. This is definitely a tears, but it's not like a major. It goes along with the vibe we have happening right now, honestly, and I just thought of it in this moment.
Perfect.
When I looked outside the office and saw my yard and the dead grass and all the dog poop that's out there.
Nice.
I can't see it from here, but I know it's there.
You know it's there.
And I was reminded of a tears moment that was very funny last week when we were playing outside, my daughter, my son, and I having a water gun battle, as one does, as we do on occasion, very often. Not one, not two, all three of us, free and through.
Poop.
Dog poop.
I'm thinking
all
three of us.
So tears were had, literal tears by everyone, myself included. Thank God there's a hose out there. Then we had to pause, do the dog thing, and then we got back to the water gun fight, and the rest was great, and it was a cheers. But for that brief moment, major tears.
All right. The cheers is you went back to it. That is amazing.
We went back to it. But yeah, there were some tears. There were some real tears. Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I have a rule in my house where we can't talk about gross things when I'm eating or drinking. So I need to cleanse my palate.
Yep, there she is. I apologize to anyone who is listening to this in the car, drinking your coffee or your smoothie or having a happy hour. I should have provided a warning. Next time, I will do so.
On that note, we are talking about something that hopefully does not include that level of needing to get through it. But I just can't get over how impressed I am that you returned to the fun.
We did return to the fun.
I'd be like, I am out of the mood completely now. Fun Kiersten would not be coming to that party anymore.
Yeah. Well, Mom Carli didn't really have a choice, so.
Well, I'm proud of you. Okay. Cheers. Okay, so I'm really pumped to talk about this. And we started getting in the vibes a couple weeks ago's episode. And I'm just coming out with it. We call festivities around before school starts School Year's Eve. School Year's Eve. Because, the New Year's Eve traditions that most of us have and celebrate, I just love bringing some of those transitions in a different feel right before school starts and being able to celebrate, but then also lead with intention, just as we do our goals at the beginning of a year. And so I just want to chat and talk about what are some fun ways. And I'm happy to share some of our School Year's Eve traditions that we've tried and loved. Which ones will repeat? There's been no dog poop incidences in our traditions thus far.
Well, praise God for that.
Yes, thankful for that. I did tell you in our new house, we have a fenced-in yard.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see if our dog ends up pooping in our yard or not because he doesn't like pooping in our own yard. Yeah,
Oh,
that's for another episode. Let's just breeze past that because I'm starting to get gaggy again, and I feel like we could go down a real rabbit trail with that one.
it's like the amount of times we've said this word today.
Google Analytics. People are like searching dog poop, and our episode comes up.
Please, though.
Here we are. Google gods, help us out.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
So talk to me. Do you have any traditions or pain points with school year's eve?
Yes, School Year's Eve. Okay, let me first back up and ask a question for clarity's sake.
Mm-hmm.
Because, my son's birthday is New Year's Eve. So
Ooh,
I know. Isn't that fun? So,
that's super fun.
but on New Year's Eve is kind of like, we're kind of like prepping for New Year's Eve for like several days. So when you're saying School Year's Eve, is it literally the night before school? Like it's a one-time event, or is we're talking like several days in advance?
Well, you can take it how you want it, but we usually do. I never want to do it the night before.
Okay. Well, that's what okay.
No, that sounds terrible to me.
It sounds like a nightmare.
So, yeah, totally. Totally. So, I usually try to do it either the week before school starts or like a weekend day. So you can go, our family tends to go out to like a nicer restaurant than we normally would as a family. And then, when we eat dinner at home, a lot of times my kids know, the type of mom I tend to be. I don't know if you're like this at all, but I'm embarrassed to admit it because I'm like probably thinking everyone's like, what do you do at dinner time? Yes, this is what we do at dinner time. We ask questions like,
Yeah.
The ones we're doing right now are, what is a highlight from your day and what is something that you're proud of? And so those are the two questions we're doing right now at dinner time. And so School Year's Eve, we do a fancy dinner. We may or may not dress up. And I always write down or have, Addison likes to do it now too, and write down some like highlights from the summer, some like intentions or what you're looking forward to for the school year or what you want a goal to be. And we just round table it and then we write it down. And then we just write a little label initial for who said what. And then sometimes another like weird thing, if you come to my house, I need to do this in the new house now. So a fresh, clean slate, all the cabinets. But then what I do is I open up one of the kitchen cabinets and I stick that sucker right up there. So then when you're, unloading the dishwasher or like setting the table for dinner, you say like, oh yeah, that's what one of my intentions were, or that was one of my highlights that maybe I want to bring in a taste of it into the school year, or maybe I just want to savor it and remember it. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so fun.
I love it. It's a good time. We haven't done but now I'm kind of inspired to do this one of these times, to do like a party like you would New Year's Eve, not right the night before school starts, but
no.
A weekend day prior.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love that. We've been doing some small things like that, talking about, and my kids are a little bit younger, so they're just getting ready for kindergarten and then full-time preschool.
I can't believe that. I literally can't believe she's only in kindergarten. What?
I know.
I think she should be going into second grade personally. That's what. Yeah, she's like so cute and like has it all together and like, okay, like so ready for it. I love it.
She's the best.
Amazing.
They are the best.
Yeah.
Yeah. We've just been talking about like what school's going to be like and what to expect. And this is your classroom. And we just got backpacks and lunch boxes and all the things, new water bottles and all this fun stuff. So we've been talking about it for a little while, but So those are some really good ideas. I need to think of some ways that we could do things to make it fun. So with my kids being a little bit younger, it's probably a little bit different than your kids being a little bit older where they can like appreciate it. But we made at the start of the summer like a summer of fun like list.
Oh, yeah.
So we made kind of
Yep.
like a bucket list, if you will.
Yeah.
And we all had all these different ideas and we wrote them all down. And
Love
so
it.
all summer we've been kind of like documenting what we did and what we haven't done yet.
Mhm.
And so one thing I want to do, we haven't done it because we're not quite there. I'm still like savoring, if you will, the summer.
Yeah. Yeah. Totally.
But one thing I want to do is like, I still have that page saved in my notebook, is get it out and look through it. And, you know, when we get closer to school starting, take it out and say like, look, guys, look at all of these fun things we did. And, you know, have some conversation with them, ask them like, what was your favorite part of the summer? What did you love about summer?
Yeah.
Like we talk about that kind of stuff a lot. We already talk about like, what's your favorite part of the day? What was something hard today? That sort of thing. But I love having like a very specific memory attached to it. Like you're talking about that they are now getting to the age where they have memories, right? So
Oh,
like
yeah.
being able to have something to look forward to before school starts is important too, because a lot of kids struggle with starting school and it's a big transition and all of that.
Yeah.
So I love that you're making it fun and it's your whole family and it's memorable and special. So yeah, I gotta spend some time thinking about that, but you've given me a lot to think about in how to incorporate some of that with just what we're doing and what would make sense.
Mhm.
Oh, it's so cool.
Yeah, and one tradition that I haven't started yet, but I was hoping to start this year, especially with Addison. So Addison is 10. Um, and I remember like such a great memory. My grandma always took me back to school shopping,
Yeah.
and it was an event. So I grew up in a really small town where, and this was before the time that you just order everything
Oh,
online. And so it's insane.
mhm.
It's like so different now, right? But so it was an event.
Mhm.
We would plan it. My brother and I would go with her, and she would always have a certain amount of money that she would give us. And then the older I got, the more money I brought too, because I was from a small town. So we went to like a big city. You know, we went to the mall, Carli, what up?
Crazy.
Living my best life. And it's just such a good memory.
Mhm.
And it taught me really cool things.
Yeah.
And so I just started talking to my husband. I'm like, okay, let's get um, let's get some ideas going with it and do something with that.
Yeah.
Whether it be both kids doing that or like make it part of it. And I do have a tendency, one of my pitfalls for stuff like this is to have it be too big of a deal. That's why like school year's eve counts if we just go to dinner together. And that is the intention of the dinner. And I always can, sometimes I forgot paper, but I just grab the crayons that they give the kids and flip over, a placemat and write it on there. And that works just fine too. So I'm always talking to my clients and fitness inspired from a physical standpoint. And we can do this from an emotional standpoint too, is do what you can do at the time. Like, don't let not having a pen stop you. Don't let not having a piece of paper stop you. Write it in your phone, or like, don't let having it have to be like this big grand thing stop you. Do what you can do.
Yeah.
Whatever inspired you just now, take a piece of it and try it on for size. And your version might look totally different or similar,
Mhm.
and it's going to be great.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be super fun. So
Oh,
I'm excited.
that's awesome. So good. Now I got to think where we're
Yeah.
going to go eat too.
Yeah. See, that's fun.
Yeah.
Happy School Year's Eve. Let's do it. We want to know
Mhm.
if you are trying these things.
Yeah.
The podcast is always free. If you want to help us out, please subscribe. It's totally free to subscribe to podcasts and leave a review that helps other people who need to hear about dog poop find the podcast. I can't.
You had to say
That's
it
so
again,
good.
didn't you? You just had to say it again.
Had to. Okay. So what has been healthier or happier for you, Carli?
Yeah, no, it's been so good and makes me happy thinking about just having a very specific like moment created for my kids and for my family, like moving into, a sweet season, like a special season. So I love planning that kind of stuff and I'm excited to implement it and think about it. So it's definitely been happy. Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So good. Well, 2 episodes ago, I had this idea and then it left me. And so we're going to end this one. We talked about a couple episodes about savoring your summer. And part of one of our traditions is we say, like, what's a highlight from your summer? And everyone says a highlight. And that's cool. And so I just want you to roll your shoulders back and down. Focus on a long exhale. Close your eyes if it's safe to do so. And I just want you to pick a moment you're grateful for or a highlight, a moment, a little video clip from your summer. And notice, what did it taste like? What did it feel like to be there? What did it sound like? Let's just really savor that and notice what comes up in our brain. And then think about what your version of School Year's Eve might be and do something with it. Take action on it. And if you are inspired and you want to take more action to be healthier, happier, we are inviting you to reach out to us either through Instagram, Healthier Happier Hour, or even through email and see if you want to take it to the next level and help your insights turn into action and have accountability and coaching around it. We do small group coaching, individual coaching, and we just want to hear from you. So drop your shoulders down. You're here for a reason. Notice what came up for your highlight. Notice what came up for your version of what sounds amazing for School Year's Eve. And let's be, blink your eyes open, super generous with yourself today and reach out to us. And we would love to hear from you and we can talk about what it would look like to take next steps with us.
Let's do it.
Yay! Ooh, have a great day. Giving you a virtual hug.
What is she doing? More dancing. Probably.
Gotta do it though. Cheering for you. This was awesome. Super fun. Thanks, Carli.